Hi everybody, how y'all doing today? Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with a presentation of Emart LED studio light for small area setups, such as your living room. If you want to do a presentation video, if you're doing a motherboard and your lighting is poor, you could go ahead on and use these lights. Now, keep in mind, Emart, you did a good job. You put your name on the box. That's great. You got the model number, which is EMLTL66D, but you didn't put a picture. So keep in mind, Emart, always put a picture on your box so we know what the product looks like, and we go ahead and visualize it on how to set it up as we go ahead on and look at the picture. Alrighty, now keep in mind that these are USB powered. So it's recommended that you go ahead on and get you a nice USB desktop charger, whatever, plug in. So you can go ahead on there and keep them lit. Use a power source to go ahead and keep them lit. So you go ahead on and use that power source to power your lights. And you go ahead and be comfortable with it. Now keep in mind, if you work around your desktop, these are good for tabletop as well as non-tabletop. So if you're working around your desk and you need some lighting, you can go ahead and use these as well. You can go ahead and plug them into your laptop or your desktop, or just like I said, you can go ahead on and get a USB wall charger plug in to go ahead on and power these. So now I'll be putting the affiliate links in the description below if you want to go ahead and purchase them. And this is works great for small area setup like your living room. Your if you're on your desk area, you want to use these to license that as well too. These work for that as well too. But basically, when I be doing my vlogs, I'll be using these Emart studio lights in my living room area because it's a small area, and it's gonna go ahead on and do what I needed to do for the setup. All right, let's get into the unboxing. What comes inside the product? Alrighty, you get two stands. You get two light port hubs, so you can go ahead and extend it a little longer, a little taller. Also, if you don't want to use the stands, if you want them as desktops, you could go ahead on and use these as well as your little desktops as well too. That works great for your desktop too. But if you want to go ahead and use the tripods in like your living room or bigger area, you go ahead and use these here as well. You get two of them, so you go ahead on and set your lights up the way you like it, using your tabletop tripods, or you could go ahead and use your tripod stand for larger room presentations. Your warranty card and instructions if you need them. It's right here. And the lights itself. You get two lights. Okay, you get color changes. If you want to go ahead on there and add different color to your moods, you get two of each. You get two reds, two blues. You get two reds. You get two blues. And you get two orange. And you get two lamp lights. They're USB powered, as I said. To add the you just go ahead on and slide it off. And if you want to go ahead and create a different feel environment, you go ahead on, you slide them on like that. Now if you want a red and blue, you do red and blue, one red, one blue. If you want it all red, you do all reds. And you cannot go wrong with that. Alrighty, and for extenders, you get 2 extenders for height. You get 2 extenders for heightness. That comes with it as well. I'll put it in something. So if you want to extend them up a little bit, you can. If you want to use them for your tripod, if the tripod is a little too low, you could do that as well. Also, one thing I also noticed too, if you have a camera, if you want to use those as your camera setup, as well, if your lighting is poor, you go ahead on, you got the little slide in, you just slide it into your tripod or your camera thing. If you want to go ahead and add more lighting to your scenery, you can also do that as well too. That what comes with the packaging. Now, enough said. What I'm going to be doing later in the presentation, I'm going to go ahead and be doing my before setup and my after setup. So you can go ahead and get a good idea of how the light is. The cord is pretty decent. You got your up and your up switch and your mode switch. I'm gonna go ahead and get into that now. So you can go ahead and the cord is pretty long, so you get a nice long cable here. You cannot go wrong with that. And I'm gonna go ahead and get into the presentation of the video as well. Just like I said, I'm going to go ahead and be doing the setup of the lights later on in the afternoon. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a previous setup of how I used to do it, my before, and then I'm gonna give my after. The after is gonna be used with the Emart lights. But before I go ahead and end this video, I'm gonna go ahead on and power them up for you, so you can go ahead and get a good idea of the plug itself. So like I said, it is recommended that you go ahead and get one of these plugs here. Now it is kind of bright in the living room I'm in because I'm bringing in that direct sunlight. So this is one reason why I'm gonna go ahead on and set up everything at nighttime, so you go ahead and get a good presentation feel. The reason why I brought this, it's good to have one of these around, so you can go ahead on and plug them in. If you're doing vlogs, you go ahead and you set it in like this here, then you just go ahead on and turn it on with your on and off switch with the USB adapter to power them. But other than that, on a good note, when you're doing a vlog video or anything, lighting is the key. And later on, I'm gonna go ahead on and give you the presentation and the final thoughts of these would I recommend them, and are they good quality lights that you could be used on a regular when you go ahead on and do a small setup in your living room, or you're doing a presentation, and you gotta have a small area to work at. Start buying the big bulky studio lights. These will work out real great. And also, I forgot to go ahead on, look, I called it before I end this video here. I'm gonna go ahead on and show y'all the setup of the tripod, so you can go ahead on and get a good range. So y'all could go ahead on and see if, when you're doing a small setup, you got your nice little tripod standing here. That could go ahead on and elevate them up. You go ahead on and you got your little lighting right there. And you could go ahead on and, if you want to use the lighting itself, you can angle it. It's how you want to do it. Bring it down some. You got the tripod, so you know, when you go ahead on and doing your setup, you got your light set right, you got your camera perfectly set right, you got everything set up right, and you got your lighting on the keynote. When doing your vlog video, especially in the dark, you're gonna go ahead and you don't need perfect lighting so your audience can see you. If you got bad lighting, then you know you ain't gonna get good presentations. People ain't gonna go ahead and watch your videos because they don't know who in the background or who doing the video. You're just gonna see all dark, areas looking dark, your videos looking pathetic, and with Emart lighting, it's gonna go ahead and change all of that. So just like I said, when the lights go down, that means the sunset. I'm gonna go ahead and do a before shot of how I used to do my videos, and I'm gonna go ahead and do an after shot using Emart LED studio lights. Alright, y'all. Alrighty. I'll see y'all soon. Alright everybody, we back. Now as you see, I have the lights powered up. I couldn't do it earlier because of the massive sunlight was coming through my glass window. So it would go ahead on and prevent me showing you the brightness and the dimness of it, and go ahead and showing you the three colors of the blue, red, and orange slats. So now as you see, it comes with a up and down control button. Now as you see, this is high max. It's bright. I got the other one behind the camera powering up so you can go ahead and see me. Now you can probably go ahead and see a little whitewash, but the brightness of it is pretty good. So now if it's too bright for you, you could dim it down to low setting. So now it's already down to low setting. So now you can go ahead on and hear everything. You can go ahead and see everything the way you like it. Now I got the other light and preview in front of me so y'all can go ahead and see me, but clearly before my whole setup it was dark. I had to turn on the chandelier light, I had to turn on the little light right here, turn on my ring light, and turn on my desktop light just to get the right setting and lighting. Now if you don't want, you can turn them off, you can turn it on, and then have the adjust brightness. That's at bright level. Or you just dim it down some to the level you like. Now, it does come with slides. The blue, the red, and the orange. Now you can go ahead and use these colors here to go ahead and create your environment. I was watching one creator when he sit down and said, treat your lighting like a blank canvas. That means turn all your lights off and create your environment the way you want it before you film. And that is exactly what I was doing at first. My lighting was dim, chandelier light, ring light, lamp light, and my desktop light. Now I'm going to go ahead and be doing a before the setup what I used to use, and I'm going to be doing the after with Emart Studio lights. Now if you want to go ahead and change your color mode, you can just slide the white off, you can add the blue, that's pretty good. Turn it up. Hold it backwards. Alrighty, you got the blue, which is pretty good. I like the blue. The blue is good. You know, go ahead and give you that different shade effect. Or you can go ahead and switch it on out to the red. Let me turn it down so if I don't turn it down, I'm go ahead and get that white noise, and then it's gonna be very awkward. It's the red. Ooh, I like this. Now if I want to go ahead and create the environment red, got my blue or whatever. The red looks pretty decent. I like that. So if I want the red lighting, I go ahead and do the red lighting. Or if I want the orange, you go ahead and switch it to the orange. Turn it up a little bit so y'all can go ahead on in. Now these lights are very bright, which is good. And one thing I like about them is that when I'm doing my presentation, I could go ahead on and use the little attachments, and I can attach it to my camera, and I can go ahead and do my video presentation like that without turning on all the lights in the house, what I used to do. Or I could just sit down here and just create the environment with using my Emart lights, which I will be using basically for everything. Alrighty, so now let me go ahead on and get into the before, how I used to do it, and go ahead and do the after, and then go ahead and do the final presentation of what I think the final conclusion of the Emart lights. Okay, everybody, this is how I used to do it. As you see, sometimes I'd be right in this area right here doing my presentation, but as you see, when I switch the lighting, it changed the tone because I have my camera setting on auto, so it switched the lighting fluorescence, the fluorescent to bright to dark, whatever. It dims my shades of my camera. So now, come back to it, it brightens up. Here, as you see, the chandelier light. Yeah, that's the chandelier light. Then over here in the corner, you see the lamp light. That also helps if I'm sitting right here, if I'm on the sofa, or if I'm on the table here doing a little video. I'll be like this here sometimes. You know, sometimes the area be bad. You know, lighting don't be right, but it's decent enough. But it's not decent enough for the viewers to see my content, see what I'm doing, or what I'm talking about, because the area be so dark. Like right now, I'm out. Yeah. And as you see in the corner here, I'm heading there now. Sometimes I have this little setup here. That's my ring light for my setup if I'm doing presentations or if I'm talking about anything off my computer desk where I need the web page, etc. to do my thing. And of course, the desk light. Yes, this used to be my setup of how I had to light up everything to go ahead on and get decent lighting. As you see, I got the whole entire house lit. Yeah. Not happy about that. But that used to be my setup then. And now let me go ahead and get into my setup now. Alright, everybody, I am back with the final presentation using Emart lighting. I got one light positioned up by the camera. I got one light off to the side there. So far, pretty good. I love it. You know, everything looking good, everything looking nice. You know, I cannot complain about how everything represents itself. I can see myself on my camera. My camera can go ahead and pick up the lighting right, go ahead and get the little shade tones right, and I can't complain about that. What I recommend Emart to people who's on a tight budget, you know, and then, or you just don't have enough room to work with, and you want lighting where it's not in the way, it's not bulky, it's not big, you know. And then too, when you're done, you can go ahead and pack them up and put them out the way. That's the main thing I like about these lighting. So when I'm done with everything, I can put it back in the box and put the box comfortably under my desk when I'm finished. What I recommend this to people on a tight budget or don't have enough space, yes, I will recommend Emart studio lights for everybody out there that has a small space to work from and don't want to spend an arm and a leg on lighting just to go ahead and do the job right. I will be putting the affiliate links in the description below, especially the USB power supply that help power these lights here. Everything is perfect. Just like I said, you can go ahead and use them for your desktop. You can go. I showed you the tabletop tripod, where you can go ahead and you can mount them on top of your desk, or you just go ahead on and mount them onto a nice little tripod behind your desk. These lights are great for everything. Or you just go ahead and put them on the tripod stand that includes with it, and that's the thing I like about it. Some lights don't include the whole entire ceiling. You have to buy the lights. You gotta buy the tripod. You gotta buy this. You gotta buy that. With Emart, you get the lights. You get the brightness controls, brightness up, brightness down. You get your color slides if you want to change your color moves to orange, red, blue. You go ahead and get the extra extensive, where you can go ahead and connect it to your camera, or you can just go ahead and use them etc. If you want to add a little more height to your table as you're doing the table presentation, or you're doing the product presentation, you got your lighting set up right on your product, or you want to go ahead and create that perfect B-roll for your videos. With this Emart lighting, studio lights are great for the job. I want to thank y'all for watching this presentation video of Emart studio lights. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button on the way out and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.